Iqra means read. Muslims believe that the first word written in the Quran was Iqra, or read. Also, a common known saying in the Arabic world is علموا أولادكم القراءة والرماية وركوب الخيل, which means teach your kids reading, archery, and horseback riding. But did you know that some of the most prolific writers in the Arabic world are Syrian? What? Well, welcome to Speak Real Arabic, everyone. And today, I will be introducing you to some of the most well-known Syrian writers and their work. I myself am a huge bookworm, so this was by far my favorite video to research and shoot for you guys. Before we jump in, if you could do me a quick favor, just real quick, if you just move your mouse to the button that says subscribe and then click it, the color changes. Did you know? Have you ever tried that? Go ahead, try it. It's so fun. Anyways, let's jump right into some of my favorite authors, starting with Kulit Khoury, born in 1931 in Bab Touma in Syria. Khoury was the granddaughter of the former Syrian Prime Minister Faris al-Khoury. She studied in Damascus University with a bachelor's degree in French literature and started writing very, very early on. She was a pioneer of Arab feminism and wrote a lot of stories in the 1950s about men and their selfishness. Not my words, hers. Her early works focused on the role of women in Middle Eastern society, using words like social constraints or al-qiyud al-ijtima'iyya, much earlier than any other authors. One of my favorite quotes of hers is, "Since I always felt the need to express what was welling up inside me, the need to protest, the need to scream, and since I did not want to scream with a knife, I screamed with my fingers and became a writer." Ah, so beautiful. Some of her most notable works are Days with Him, or أيام معاه, The Difficult Stage, or المرحلة المرة, قصص طويلة, and Past Days, or الأيام الماضية. The next author I'd love to mention is Ulfat al-Idlibi, another prominent female author born in 1912 in Dimashq. Her most notable work was Damascus, The Smile of Sadness, or Dimashq, Ya Basimat al-Huzn. The story is actually fantastic and tells the tale about a girl who grew up in times of chaos in the 1920s caused by the French occupation, which is told through the diary of the main character, Sabriye, after her death. Oh, it is such an amazing story, and it has been translated to so many languages and even made into a TV series called Basimat al-Huzun. If you can get your hand on it, not the TV series, the book, trust me, you should. Some of her other notable works are The Laugh of the Devil, or Yadhaq al-Shaytan, The Last Decision, or Al-Qarar al-Akhir, and Tales of My Grandfather, or Hikayat Jaddi. Unfortunately, she passed away in 2007 in France, but her work will live on forever. Last, and definitely not least, I'd like to talk about Salim Barakat. Now, I know for you literature nerds out there are kind of thinking, but isn't he a poet? Well, I actually thought about including him in the video about poetry, but to me, Salim Barakat is a writer. And stay with me there. Look, Barakat was born in September 1951 to a Kurdish Syrian family. He was brought up in Qamishli, and he started writing as early as 1970, where he moved to Damascus to study Arabic literature. What I like about his works is that he really explores his own Kurdish culture, but he also understands not just the culture, but also the history of the Arab, Assyrian, and Armenian, and how they spill and interact with each other. His early book, Al-Jundub al-Hadidi, or The Iron Grasshopper, is a very raw narration of his childhood in Qamishli with themes of longing, home, and hardships. Barakat is considered to be the most innovative novelist in the Arabic language, And he was even called the closest by any Arab writer to that of Latin American magical realism, or what we call in Arabic, al-waqi'iyya as-sihriyya. He is still working to this day and has published over 25 novels. Some of my favorites are The Sages of Darkness, or Fuqaha al-Zalam, The Mermaid and Her Daughters, or Hurriyat al-Ma' wa Banatiha, and Medusa Does Not Comb Her Hair, or Medusa La Tusarrih Sha'raha, which, I mean, just the name alone is outstanding, right? Anyways, that was my quick rundown of some Syrian authors and their most notable works that I just wanted to share with you. If you can go check out these works, a lot of them have been translated. And you know what? I really find that reading a book in both your language and the language you want to learn, especially if the book was written in that language, can be extremely helpful. For more helpful stuff, stay right here on Speak Real Arabic. And as usual, let me know in the comments if you'd like me to talk about anything. I am your host, Ozzy, and I'll see you all next video of Speak Real Arabic. Goodbye!